Oui, Brian.
Preparing the transmission. Okay, I think we're live. Okay. So hello, welcome everybody. My name is Michelle Elner, and this is our weekly webinar, What the F is going on in Latin America and the Caribbean, every Wednesday at noon. So today I'm joined by Haitian economist Camille Chalmers. He has a very interesting biography, but let's just say that many events in his life has made him choose a path of struggle and justice, and even if it meant defying people close to him. So I admire him very much. He is, as I said, he's an economist. He's currently a professor in the State University of Haiti. He is the executive director of PAPDA, which is a coalition of civilian society organizations created in 1995. And he is a spokesperson for the left political party, Racine Capella. So welcome, Camille. Thank you for joining us.
Buenos días a todos y a todas. Muchísimas gracias por la invitación y es un gran placer para mí participar en este conversatorio.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for the invitation. It is my pleasure to participate in this conversation.
Yeah, so I just want to say that thank you, Leonardo. Leonardo will be doing the translation for us today, Camille. So I will ask the questions in English and Camille will answer the questions in Spanish. So today, what I wanted to ask you, Camille, was that we know that even before the pandemic, Haiti was already going through a lot of economic hardships, and that poverty in Haiti is a consequence of the model that is used in Haiti. But what is, with the coronavirus, and most of the economy is limited right now in Haiti, what is the consequences of the virus for Haiti, and how is it felt in everyday life for Haitians?
Sí, la pandemia COVID-19 llegó a Haití en el medio de una grave crisis multifacética que tenía una crisis económica severa y una crisis política profunda.
The COVID-19 pandemic reached Haiti in the middle of a multifaceted and serious crisis. It was during a severe economic crisis and a deep political crisis.
Una crisis económica caracterizada por el desplomo de la moneda nacional, el GURD, con respecto al dólar. El GURD perdió 75% de su valor en menos de 2 años.
So it was an economic crisis characterized by the plummeting of the national currency with respect to the dollar. Our currency lost 75% of its value in the past 2 years.
Y una inflación muy alta, se está hablando de 25% como tasa de inflación, lo que hace que el poder adquisitivo de los trabajadores y toda la gente que tiene ingreso en moneda nacional se estaba cayendo de manera dramática.
So they're also characterized by high inflation, around 25%, which means the purchasing power of workers and people who earn their income in the national currency fell dramatically.
Okay, so What about in terms of the sanitary situation in Haiti right now? How many cases are they of the coronavirus in Haiti? What is the test capacity? How has been the response of the government handling this situation? And also, what's the situation for the rural areas of Haiti?
Sí, ocurre en Haití lo que pasó también a nivel mundial. Es que la pandemia llegó dentro de ya una crisis profunda del sistema capitalista mundial con la previsión de una caída de la producción para el año 2020-2021. Es decir, que la pandemia aceleró, intensificó la crisis del capitalismo, pero por supuesto no es la causa de la crisis. Y en Haití pasa lo mismo. Y no solamente había una grave crisis económica, pero también una grave crisis política caracterizada por un sublevamiento masivo de la población haitiana que durante 2 años estaba exigiendo la renuncia del presidente.
So what's happening in Haiti is what's happening around the world. The pandemic came during a deep crisis in capitalism, which already was going to see a drop in production in 2020 and 2021. The pandemic accelerated this crisis of capitalism. The same thing is going on in Haiti, but it's not just an economic crisis, it's also a political crisis characterized by a massive popular uprising that had been demanding the resignation of the president for 2 years.
Así que el gobierno está tratando de utilizar la crisis de la pandemia para relegitimarse, para retomar el control del espacio político y hace una instrumentalización grosera de la enfermedad para utilizar a fines políticos y a fines electorales. Por ejemplo, en base a la crisis del COVID-19, se está captando nuevos recursos financieros y estos recursos financieros están utilizados para reforzar el poder político y el monopolio político que tiene el partido PHTK que está en el poder ahora.
So the government is trying to use the pandemic to re-legitimize itself and take control once again of the political space of the country. It has been using the disease or instrumentalizing it for political and electoral ends. So as a result of COVID-19, new financial resources are being captured and they're being put to use in reinforcing the political and economic power of the PHTK party.
Consideramos que las respuestas del gobierno a la crisis son respuestas inadecuadas, son respuestas que hacen una copia de lo que está pasando en los países desarrollados y las medidas tomadas no están adaptadas a la realidad objetiva del país. Podemos tomar algunos ejemplos. Por ejemplo, la cuestión del confinamiento en un país donde 92% de la actividad económica es una actividad informal. Así que la gente sale todos los días a la calle para buscar comida, para buscar ingresos, y es imposible para ellos quedar en la casa. Quedar en la casa quiere decir morirse de hambre. Y peor aún para el campesinado, que tiene que salir todos los días a trabajar, no solamente a cultivar la tierra, pero también a cuidar sus animales, buscar aguas, a veces a 5 o 6 kilómetros de caminata, y es imposible pedir a la gran mayoría de la población haitiana pobre de quedarse en casa.
So the government's response has been inadequate. They're trying to copy the response of developed countries, but the measures they are applying aren't adapted to the objective reality of Haiti. So for example, they're trying to have people shelter at home, stay at home, but 92% of Haiti's economic activity is informal, meaning that people have to go out onto the streets to find food and income. Staying at home for them means dying of hunger. And it's even worse for rural people who have to go out every day to work the land, to take care of animals, and to find water, sometimes having to walk even as far as 5 to 6 kilometers from home. So staying at home for them is impossible.
Las medidas tomadas no toman en cuenta la realidad objetiva de la gente en Haití, no toman en cuenta las necesidades del pueblo y tampoco tienen en cuenta las oportunidades que ofrece la crisis, en particular a nivel de una posible dinamización de la producción agrícola, de la producción campesina.
So the measures do not take into account the objective reality of the Haitian people or their needs. And they also fail to take into account the opportunities that are possibly brought by this crisis, including a transformation of the way food production is done in the country.
Y quería subrayar algunos elementos de lo que nosotros en el movimiento popular haitiano llamamos un verdadero escándalo en la instrumentalización de la crisis. Primero, se ha formado un comité científico para trabajar sobre la pandemia. En Haití tenemos un patrimonio enorme, maravilloso de conocimientos sobre la utilización de las hojas, lo que llamamos en Haití los médicos de las hojas, WTF en creol. Es una tradición popular muy importante y la mayoría de la gente se cura utilizando esos conocimientos. Así como es posible que el gobierno forme un comité científico sin incluir en ese comité científico la tradición de la medicina de las hojas y sin introducir tampoco los investigadores de la universidad que han consagrado 30, 40 años sobre la materia.
So I'd also like to highlight some elements that people's social movements in Haiti are calling a scandal in terms of the instrumentalization of the crisis. So for example, the government set up a scientific committee to work on the pandemic. In Haiti, we have a long patrimony, a long history of using plants, leaves, what we call doctor's leaves, where people, take care of themselves and become healthier by using this traditional knowledge. So how can the government form a scientific committee without taking into account these traditions and without including the many university researchers who have spent decades working on this?
I think we lost him. Camille? Yeah, I think he's frozen right now. Yeah, it's very interesting what he is saying about, I didn't know this about this tradition. I'm gonna try to talk to him right now to see. Sorry about this. Yeah, Leo, so I think that this is very interesting right now. I think we got him back. Camille?
Well, as we're working on this, on getting Camille back, I think it's really interesting to note that one of the things that kick-started the protests in Haiti 2 years ago is he back?
Yeah, but I cannot see him, but he's back, I think so. Camille, ¿estás allí?
Well, so one of the things that kickstarted the protests in Haiti 2 years ago was specifically the Haitian government's decision to recognize Juan Guaido and to go along with the OAS's plans for regime change. Venezuela and Haiti have a long history of cooperation, particularly since 1998 when Hugo Chavez was first elected. And one of the things that we learned, and when I say we, I mean we Venezuelans, was that about the historic debt, as Chavez used to say, that Venezuela has with Haiti. And that's part of the reason why we show so much solidarity with Haiti. They were the first country in Latin America to become independent, and it was and since that time they've been punished for that independence. Hopefully Camille can connect again and tell us more.
Yeah. Yes, that's one of the questions that I wanted to ask him, because the Caribbean is such a geopolitical strategic region, and I wanted him to tell us what have their neighbors done to help Haiti, and how can we, as the people of the U.S., can be a good neighbor to Haiti, and not just in terms of, I'm not talking about charity, you know, but how can we constructively be a good neighbor to Haiti? Well, the other things that I was interested in knowing, and I hope that Camille can join us soon, is about the situation in Haiti in terms of the disease. How many people have been infected, and how is this being handled, and how is the healthcare situation in the country. So I'm gonna try to call him, and just give me 1 second.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Hopefully we can get this sorted. Michelle, you're muted.
I'm not having a response, so maybe we can stop the live streaming and maybe record this not live and put it up on Facebook Live on Facebook later. Yeah, because I'm not receiving any.
Okay, that's probably best.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry again about this technical situation. We are going to record this offline and then put it up on Facebook Live so you can hear about what WTF is going on in Latin America, especially in Haiti right now. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry about this technical difficulty.